Hello and welcome to more nerdy rodent geekery. Today I am looking at this talking head anime demo over on GitHub. What is this? Talking head anime from a single image. Ooh, okay, so what does this have in it? A manual poser, which allows the user to pose an anime character by manually manipulating sliders, or a puppeteer, which makes an anime character imitate the head movements of the human captured by a webcam feed. Nice. Okay, so what are the hardware requirements for this? Well, you will of course need a recent, powerful NVIDIA GPU, such as a GTX 1080 or a Titan RTX. I am of course using one of the new RTX 3000 series. Ampere cards work quite nicely. So the dependencies are down there, but also nicely compiled together into an environment.yml file for you, ready to run conda env create -f environment.yml. Now that of course does assume you have one of the older cards, as mentioned there, one of the 1080 Ti's. If you've got one of the new ones, like me, then you will need to do something else, because you'll need to install the CUDA Toolkit 11 versions of PyTorch and Torch Vision and all that stuff. So conda install PyTorch, Torch Vision, Torch Audio, CUDA Toolkit equals 11.0 minus C PyTorch, just to make sure you get it from the PyTorch channel, and then all you have left to do is download and unzip some little bits of data. So prepare the data, it's got this bit here, so you need to download the main models from that link there, and also the bzip archive from that link there, and then put everything into data so that it looks a little bit like that. So you see I've got the combiner in there and the shape predictor, that's gone into the data directory. Also in Illust, they provide some sample waifus ready for you to use. Now, if you want to use your own waifus, then they must be in PNG format. It must be 256 by 256, and the head of that character needs to be centered in that 128 by 128 box. Also needs to have 4 channels, RGBA, so alpha channel on there, and obviously the background needs to be completely transparent. So let's have a little go. Let's launch up this manual poser and see what is going on. Right, so we've got the manual poser there, so we need to load an image, and let's pick one of the ready-made waifus. So we've got waifu 01 there, and that will take a second to load, and there you go. So what do we do this now? Oh, yes, we can move the head, we can move the head around, and we can move the head that way, we can close the eyes and open the eyes, and we can do things with the mouth. Awesome. But as you can see on there, and as you will see in a minute, you really need to have an actual open mouth on the image, otherwise it won't quite work. So one of these has an open mouth, not that one. Is it that one? No, that was the one I just did. Number 2, one of these, there you go. So if the mouth is already open on the image, then it will open. So yes, so many of those demo images are okay for showing you when you need to put the head, but you do actually need to have the mouth open. So on to the main event, so to speak, the puppeteer. Let's have a little look at this. This is where you use your webcam to control your anime character. So let's load that waifu in again. I think that was it waifu number 3 that had the open mouth? I think it was. There we go. Oh, it's a slightly open mouth on that. But there you go, so you move your head, you can close your eyes, and you can open the mouth. Hello! There you go. Awesome stuff. Now, does it work with your own images? Yes, it does, because I've been playing with a few. And there we go. So there's one. Open mouth, so the mouth opens, quite big eyes, and there, yeah. Now, one thing I found quite difficult was closing one eye and doing a little wink. That doesn't quite seem to work. And as you notice from this character, you can have the head a little bit bigger, but it sort of expects it to be exactly in the center. So you might see these bits over here don't necessarily move quite as well. Got another example there. So this one's very big eyes, and this one I could almost wink in. There you go. Just because the eyes are so big, I am actually capable of doing a wink on those. But does it work with humans? Can you just put any image in there? And the answer is no. No, you can't just put any image in there. It's with a human. It doesn't recognise the eyes, doesn't recognise the mouth. No. But does it work with furries? Yes. It does work with furries. This is furry approved. You can wink as a furry, you can move your head, close your eyes, doing all the blinking. Yes, it works with furries. So that's awesome. But what if you haven't got your own anime? What if you want to make some? Well, there's a few ways. So you can go to Artbreeder, of course, and then create, click on anime portrait, compose, and then you'll have lots of anime to create and play with. So maybe you like, let's wait for one to load. Oh, that one. Let's just have that one. Now, as you can see, this hasn't got a mouth open on it, but we've got a mouth open slider. So you can just play with the sliders and then make sure the mouth is open. And maybe it needs to be more looking at viewer. Will that tilt it a little bit? Almost. How about that one? No. Anyway, yes, a lot of playing on Artbreeder, and you will eventually get an anime character that is looking at the camera and that has its mouth open, and then we can use one of those. You will, of course, need to take the background out for it to work. And another way, if you are one of those Stargan people, is to use Stargan. So, Gwern, the little website there. So, making anime faces with Stargan, absolutely fantastic website. It's yeah, you've got some really nice pop-ups. The whole thing pops up really nicely. You know, you've got I think it's got nested pop-ups as well. Very nice website. Anyway, so yes, you can download a pickle on there that will help you make lots of Stargan faces. So I think it's, where is it? Models, anime faces. Yeah. So it tells you all about the faces there. You can download the dataset too. There's an rsync command in there for downloading the dataset. I have, of course, already downloaded the model, so we will pop over to our Stargan directory. And here it is. I'm just creating a new directory there, anime faces, truncation 0.88 because reasons, and yeah, just a random selection of seeds there from that anime portrait pickle downloaded from Gwern's website. So let's just run that, and that will randomly create the 100 or so, 56 in this case, anime faces ready to go. Okay, so that will take a couple of seconds, and that will give me time to copy and paste this in. So, as mentioned, you need to remove the backgrounds from these, so I'm just going to move that back up one directory into the RemBG. Now, I have already done a video on RemBG. All this does is removes the backgrounds from images, but it is so quick and easy because literally all you have to do is RemBG -P and then point it to the directory with all the images in that you want to remove the backgrounds from, and that will remove the backgrounds from them for you. Or if you want to, you know, you can open up GIMP and get your little eraser tool and make sure you do everything perfectly, but I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to do all that. So there we go. So that mixes them up. Remember, you got the out. So for example, there's one. You know, takes out the background. So if you just separate these, so there we go. I'll move all of these into their own directory. Pop. There we go. So now we've got all the ones with just the backgrounds removed. And there we go. Okay, so yep, the third one looks all right. So there we've got a mouth open, we've got some eyes, background perfectly removed for you. Awesome, awesome. Apart from it's not 256 by 256, is it? So we can just make another little directory here. Let's make it pop that in there. So these are all the ones I want to keep. So that one looks alright, didn't it? Yep. So let's copy that one and we'll put that one in there. I'm just doing one for speed, and then you can just use Mogrify on that one, and that will, if I had put more than one in there, that would resize every single image to 256 by 256. So there we go. So there's my 256 by 256, and we're ready to put that into the Illust directory there. We can pop that in there. Pop. So now we've got seed 61391, and if we pop back in here, go back into our puppeteer, we can then pick that new one. Where are we? 61391, there we go. New image. Hello! Hello! It's close, because the face isn't looking directly at you, so you do need that. Do need the face looking directly at you. But you get the general idea. So yes, there's a lot of playing around to get the image perfect. And oh, actually, while we're here, the one website they do recommend is it's on here somewhere. Waifu Labs. There's the other link. Waifu Labs. So this will make your dream waifu. So this is exactly like the demos he's got there. Obviously, you do get the the little Waifu Labs thing down in the corner. But that's pretty much what the images would be like, and much like Artbreeder, you know, you're going to have to play around a bit to make sure that you've got a character facing directly at you and all that sort of stuff. But yep, head in the middle, 128 by 128 section, little bit of body, and away you go. So I think that's about it. And yeah, there you go, Talking Head anime demo. Have fun. Rodent out.